Hello, my loves, and welcome back to Along This Spiritual Journey. So, I am not perfect, but I am maintained. That message came through to me the other day where I am someone who does a lot by myself. I do a lot of energy work by myself, I do a lot of emotion work by myself. And for me, because I'm such a workaholic, to others, it can look like I am seeking perfectionism. When I was younger, I could definitely say there was an element to that, but that was definitely attached to some element of trauma where I thought I had to be the best in order to be accepted. I thought I had to do the best in order to be loved. Of course, I could blame so many different things in my past, but I choose not to because I don't define myself as those things. No matter my cultural background, sexual orientation, any of that, those to me were byproducts of just this human experience. My experience is the spiritual world. It's all of our experience. Every day when we wake up and we think, that's spiritual. We feel, that's spiritual. We are having a moment of realization, that's spiritual. Anything that has to do with thinking is spiritual because it's allowing the self to recognize that we don't have all the answers. If we did have all the answers, we'd just be born with them. We'd know what to do. We wouldn't have to question anything. Life would just go on. We'd be like little robots who just wake up and do their thing until something malfunctions, and who knows what they'll do with that once it malfunctions, right? We get to operate in a state of homeostasis. We get to choose how we operate. We get to choose how we want to be balanced. For myself, I have learned that I like to feel prepared. No matter what happens, may that be a trauma response from my past or not, I feel it's better to feel prepared and to know that if something doesn't work, that's okay. I still have something to fall back on, right? This is that whole chop wood, gather water theory or adage, which is along the spiritual journey, I've had those moments where I'm like, oh, universe, I'm tired. Why am I still doing this? What am I here for? Why am I still creating and nothing's happening? And it's like the universe is like, baby, you don't see anything happening because you're on top of everything as you're creating it. When you're digging the hole, you don't know that there's a whole well under there of all the water you need. You don't know that there's a bunch of gold built and buried underneath. You are just doing the work to get to what you need to do or whatever you need to happen, right? One day, as long as you're maintained, the universe will come along and see what is made for you. Because I think a lot of us think that we're doing all this work in vain and it's not showing anything, and you see other people getting flowers and you're like, why? I can do this better. Don't get in your ego like that. That's an ego trap. You're not here to be better. You're here to see how to elevate. And if you see that you can elevate something, do it. You don't have to talk about it. You do it. I am a firm believer in, I love Field of Dreams. If you build it, they will come. No matter what it is. If it's a relationship, build yourself. Maintain yourself. Hold on to your dignity. Give what you want to give. Don't give too much without knowing who it is and why it is and what it is. Choose to operate in your energy. Because if you're out there just giving it away, other people are choosing what to do with your energy for you. I promise you that. So it's important to understand that being maintained means every day I wake up, I'm choosing to work on my skin. I'm choosing to work on my body. I'm choosing to work on my mind. I'm choosing to work on my emotions. Is it easy? Absolutely not. But is it necessary? Absolutely, if I want to participate. Here's the thing that I keep seeing online right now with the spiritual elements and the what we call regular day people. We're choosing not to participate and then getting mad at the game for playing us versus playing the game and understanding that the game is not going to change because we're now playing it. The game has all of these levels and hidden boards and secret compartments, and this is the part of the spiritual journey that's supposed to be fun for us. No, it will not always be exciting, but we can make it fun along the way. We can make it entertaining for ourselves. Everything that I do is created around the notion of emotional intelligence and how we need to integrate it back into society. And no matter how pissed off I could be and sitting around talking about how I don't like how people talk and act with each other, that helps nothing. But me being maintained in myself and being an example to myself, and then deciding that I want to share my experience online with you guys, that gives back, right? That gives back to something that we didn't realize we may have been missing in our lives. This is why every creator on here keeps saying, shoot your shot. Don't just assume because it's not doing the numbers or you're not getting the validation that you deserve that you're not doing the work properly. You understand? We are just now with this TikTok app discovering centuries of information that we should have known. We're just now uncovering billions of creators and writers and poets and artists who invented and done so much for this world, but we've never heard of them. The point is not about the recognition. The point is about making sure we leave a legacy for our species, period. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm human. I can't say I don't like the human existence. I enjoy being a human. Do I like the human plight? Not always, because it feels like a struggle to survive, but that's because, unfortunately, we have not maintained ourselves. We've allowed others to come along and maintain us, and then we maintain their rules, and we maintain their viewpoints, and we maintain their energy, and then we try to live it, and it don't work. This is why we have to know who we are. This is why when we talk about sovereignty, knowing what energies are speaking to you, knowing that you are in your element to receive, then we go into autonomy, knowing how to self-govern that body that's going to feel everything and not know why it's feeling it, but it needs some direction, right? I talk about masculine and feminine energy all the time. Your masculine thoughts and your feminine emotions have to learn how to integrate. If they do not, they make chaos in your life, period. You have to know how to feel through your emotions and let your thoughts process them through and walk you through it. And you have to know how to let your emotions sometimes remind your logic that it needs to take a break. It needs to relax because not everything needs to be done right away. And sometimes all you need to do is plant those seeds and they will grow on their own. All you have to do is the maintenance. See, a lot of people don't want to do the maintenance. They want the flowers, they want the fruit, they want the harvest, but they forget. Farmers, it takes them months to get the land ready. It takes them months to see their byproduct of their hard work. So why would the universe not take months and years and centuries for some energies of the human species to see the energy that they deserve come back to them? This is how it works. I can maintain myself for the rest of my life and nothing ever happens, and that's okay, because I know that my maintenance is for my spiritual journey and not my human journey. My human journey will come to an end. I process that every day. We don't have a choice in that. But my spiritual journey is forever. So if I'm choosing to maintain who I am now on this physical element, then I'm always going to be maintained in my spiritual world. So when I return back to source, I'm healed. I'm whole. I'm not dragging anything from the past. Remember, we have to choose to participate. If you don't participate, you're never going to be able to integrate. You're never going to be able to then see what you're capable of. And you're never going to actually get to benefit from it. Because if you never share anything, who gonna know? Who's gonna know? Do the work. Put yourself out there. Love yourself. Remain maintained so that when the time comes, as they say, overnight success, they might not see all the work you put in. But if you put in the work and you become an overnight success, you've already built it. And all you got to do is sit back and relax. That's the point of doing the masculine work first so that you can enjoy the feminine energy later. If you've done no work, when that moment hits you and you're not prepared, well, guess what? You're going to let the universe decide how maintained you were and if you're ready for that journey. All right. Love you guys.